Katsina. All right, here we are. Flood has begun, and this is how it always starts. It starts up there, the north parts of the Middle Belt, especially North Central, the Middle Belt, and then it begins to come down. If you are in a flood-prone area, I know the Emoha local government chairman is doing it. I love what he did. Very fantastic. I must commend him for that one. I mean, there are jingles running on radio telling people this is what's coming. This is what you should be doing. Yes, we're going to find a way to do what we can, but you also have a role to play. And I think every other local government chairman should follow suit. These are things I think local government chairmen should be doing. If you have people around you, they should be advising you on all of these issues. These are things that you begin to sensitize people on, not just talking in the office or believing that somebody will tell. Use public address means different means of public address to get across to the people. Let them know. If it means even having conversations on radio, on television, do so. If on social media, every avenue should be taken advantage of so people are aware and the needful is done. Let's open the phone lines now quickly and hear from our listener. 0817-923-0007, 0817-923-0009. On Facebook, it's Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. Robin is in a chair. Robin, good morning.
Good morning, Ifeanyi Andrew.
Welcome.
Yes. Quickly, history is a record or an account of an event that has happened. The EU report and the reaction of the PDP policy secretary, to me, is neither here nor there, because what the report said was what happened. We have a constitution in the country, and Section 14, 2C, provides that the people should be allowed to participate in their government. And electioneering is part of the participation of the people, either to vote for or to be voted for. And the people ought to have the free will to canvass for vote. Andrew, you are here in River State. We had all the stories. The threat of Adaipe, the runmate to Magnus Abe. You had the report of what happened in Senator Limeba's house by the former commissioner, Okonefiong. You also had even the police PRO to Okonefiong, the former commissioner, who is the present PRO, told us on radio that about 15% had been arrested, including a serving commissioner then under the former government from Obama local government area. A police officer was involved. This is the account of the Nigerian police in River State. So why are we faulting EU report? To me, an advice, we should live and let live. Whether election or no election, we are brothers. We all are sisters. The River State belongs to us. Nigeria belongs to us. People should be allowed to participate in the process of election in case of future offense. This is my view.
Thank you very much. Susie Zinerema, good morning. Let's go to Good News in Mouth 3. Hello, Good News. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning.
All right, go on.
Yes. Let me continue from the last caller. The EU report concerning the state. The Bible says, do we continue in sin that grace may abound? Look at what that happened in River State. And the PDP does not have one remorse. They have the guts to say that the EU report is fake. The attack at Penyekon in Opobo, is it fake? The attack in the trade and closing of the park, the Chiba Park, is it fake? They said they should not use the primary school except we pay 5 million naira non-refund or thereabouts. And we try to use a place that is not constant, does not have anything to do with the primary schools. They even want the house to say that communities should mark a time crying, that there was time crying, a huge time crying that people who does not have, who are coming to vote for PDP should not come to vote. Is it fake? I think that what is good for the goose is good for the gander. And time will tell. And having said that, let me talk about the issue of the 200 billion naira ring road. You remember yesterday I told you, when he talked about we should go to public hearing, I said that public hearing is fake. They just want to fulfill all righteousness. You know, how can in such mighty project they have the public hearing the same day, and the same day before 12 o'clock or 2 o'clock they start the bill. At what point, why didn't they tell us, give us information about the public hearing? It's just to fulfill all righteousness. But we are still waiting because we are seeing the way they used to siphon money in River State, that they can't go on that. They look at civil servants are crying. Their salaries are being withdrawn, and they're putting the blame on.
All right, good news. Point made now. Thank you very much. We have to move on to another caller, Mufasa in NTA Road. Good morning, Mufasa.
My brother, good morning.
Good morning.
For the benefit of the people who are listening, I think people should know that the public hearing actually held yesterday. You know, even your correspondent was there, another, stakeholder was equally there. So let us not allow our passion to allow us to, misinform members of the public. Well, having said that, the Commissioner for Works has told us that the Ring Road project will be completed in 3 years' time. For me, I think that is a welcome development because from what he has said and for what we know that this Ring Road project will bring to Rivers people and the state, it's a project that people should support this government so that we can achieve that. One, it will ease transportation within the city and the 6 local government areas that the road will, scale through. It will improve, in businesses in those areas, especially those who are farmers, can easily bring their products, to the urban center. So I want to say kudos to the House of Assembly for doing the needful. And lastly, Andrew, talking about the flood, I think in addition to what the MOA local government council chairman has done, I'm also aware that Abua Odua also has a flood management committee. I equally want to appeal to all those LGAs that are flood prone. She equally set up committees to look into how to assuage the sufferings of the people in any events of the flood, because these are things that you cannot prevent, sadly so. But there are things that you can equally do to make things easy for your people. So that's my position this morning.
All right, thank you very much. Let's go to Cookie Gam in Rimo Lumeni. Good morning, Cookie Gam.
Andrew, good morning. Andrew, Patagoro Nation, Andrew, the state people look at employment, Andrew. Andrew, we don't want short-term employment in River State, short-term employment. And remember, people that build flyover spend after 9 months, the flyover finishes, the overhead bridge finishes. They are on the road again, look for that job to work. And I want to beg this president governor, a young governor, please don't follow the way a president do. Go to massive agriculture in River State. Invest in massive agriculture. Andrew, Gary is sold between 12,000 to 16,000. Based in 12 to 16,000. Based in River State, Gary is sold for 16,000. Andrew, I know a family cannot even afford Gary to drink in Port Harcourt. So a family cannot afford a dinner to drink because of high cost of Gary. Andrew, just a high level of poverty in River State. So please, my excellency, go and invest massive agriculture where people can have long time work to work, not in flyover, not to Guaja job, not carrying cement. Where they made that was for years, not short time employment. And it's not good. So please, that road is not a narrow bed for the beginner. Give us agriculture. Let people have industries in the university. Let people go and get employment to work. Not to Guaja job and to go to the River State. Please, I'm begging. For PDP, what happened in the election? All of us live in River State. You know what happened in the election in River State? There was Sankaya everywhere. People cannot go and vote for part of their choice. There was the embargo. There was this in River State. So PDP is denying that one today. All of us know what happened in the election in River State. So what happened is God is the judge. And he will judge for now and tomorrow. So nobody should worry what happened. But there's still law of karma that will happen after this time in River State. Thanks, Andrew. Good morning.
All right, good morning, Cookie Gam. Ida in Nkoro, straight to the point, please. Good morning.
I want to thank House of Assembly.
Oh, my goodness, Ida, you'd have to call back. Uche Ken in Echie, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Let me look at National Assembly has asked JAM to stay action pending the investigation. Yes, it's a very good one because you get a conflicting report from both parties. This one is saying you rat where they chop fish. You also ask fish, make him know they smell again. the level of indecent dressing this period, my brother, is uncalled for. I saw a married woman the other day, Belede show. I was asking her, must you dress like this before you become beautiful? We that are dressing normal, are we not reasonable? So that should be made effective and let it remain a code of conduct towards every other.
All right, Uche, thank you very much. Augustine, Forces Avenue, morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, let me quickly respond on the EU report countered by PDP. For me, as a person, if you ask me, there is nothing to counter in that report. There is nothing to counter in that report. That report is accepted by me. If you ask me, because every criticism against PDP, every rumors against PDP, this report has vindicated PDP, has vindicated the former governor of Rivers State, E.M. Wike. The issue of electoral violence in Rivers State didn't appear in Rivers State in that report. If you ask me, with that report, go through that report. The issue of killings in Rivers State, stopping beavers to work perfectly, didn't appear. You understand? So all the whole thing that they have been saying, election was contested by violence, people were dying, people were killed. In that report, there was nothing like that. If AU is talking about the order, I think they should come and see the law, the assembly that make the law. You understand? To protect what River State have. That was the only thing that happens. Let us protect what we have. Let us protect our educational environment where they use for these campaigns. Apart from that, I don't know where they offended them. I'm telling you. And even the people in question who is claiming that they never allowed them to campaign, said that they won election. One of them called yesterday, said that he did not go to his place to campaign. At the same time, they are claiming that they won this election. After you claim that you never campaigned, you couldn't come out from your house and you say you
okay, Augustine, time up. Thank you very much. Akanto is in Bori. Akanto, good morning. We lost that one. We go over to Samuel now in Omerelu. Hello, Samuel. Good morning to you.
Good morning, my brother.
Go on.
I want to react on the issue of indecent dressing in Uniport. It's not a good one at all. I thank you this so much for identifying with this type of issue. Because if you watch the rate at which the students are dressing this time, you don't know the difference between madman and the student. They look as if maybe they don't have parents. Why parents is investing on them every day by day for them to look neat. So I don't know the reason why they should be dressing like some of them will cut off their trousers, some of them will even move nakedly. How do you expect the lecturer to control himself when you have attracted him to see you? Please, that area is a very bad one. So I thank that lecturer so much. And the parents, our parents should also help and monitor their children on their mode of dressing. If I'm the VT, I will introduce as a part of marks. If you dress well, you have 100 over 100 as part of the CA. So they should also introduce that. The students should the lecturers should look into that too, as part of the CA.
Okay,
so I want also to use this opportunity to appeal to our local government chairman, someone wanted to say, it's a good listening and have been doing good. The issue of ban in the Okada, that is affecting us much. If we can shift more to 8 o'clock so that people can be going. I think from my village down to where I'm going, single period. So
all right, Samuel, thank you very much. Let's go to Woji Emeka. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
The EU report on Rivers State here is not acceptable. It's a total fallacy. People are saying that they did not campaign. They have protested because they lost the election. Eko was in the station. Was it how many weeks ago on Saturday? He said that he campaigned around 23 local governments. Did he say that they are not campaigning? He said they are not campaigning. He said he campaigned around 23 local governments. Then most of the other political parties campaign. So why is people bringing this rumor here? And if they don't know what to say, they should close their mouth. Election has gone. Rivers State must continue. Embrace the winner. Let's move forward. Not because you lost election, you've been losing elections in 2015 up to now, and you are still angry.
If you don't beat them, you join them. I'm telling you, we don't have a position in River State here. We don't have a position. That's why they'll be losing the election. I'm telling you, anybody is frustrated, should relax in his house. You don't know what to say. They relax in his house. Trinity has been ruling well. Look at now. We don't have law school before. But now we have the best law school, River State. River State don't have industrial court. Now we have industrial court. Look at the roads here and there. Look at the president governor. See the project is bringing.
Okay, Emeka, thank you very much. Time up. Nelson in Choba, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
Go on, Nelson.
Yes. Let me look at first the Uniport student that's about to be suspended. I support the school to take it very serious because, Andrew, if you come to this school, if you come to Chuba and see how these students are dressing, you ask if they are if they have parents. Oh, it's no good. Things are not done this way. Indecent dressing everywhere on the street, Chuba Junction, Alu, inside the school campus. I support the government this morning to take appropriate action and deal with this matter very serious. Because if you're coming to school, you're supposed to know, yes, you're coming for education. You're not coming to show yourself. And one thing that is, if they are going to their places to see their parents, they don't dress like that. They dress properly, different one. But when they are in school, come on, I suppose the vice chancellor.
All right, Nelson, thank you very much. Sarah Barry is in Bori. Sarah Barry, good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, go on.
As an advocate for 35%, I'm supposed to be supporting Ime Soma. But what we've been seeing with teenagers these days on computer and phone, I'm rooting for jam. Sometimes we just go and we are the one announcing ourselves. This thing is not really at all for a girl of our age. I don't really know what is happening because what is happening now in computer manipulation is something else because of this app. Secondly, I want to talk about the indecency. Thank God maybe this girl now is going to be, he has become the scapegoat who's going to change a lot of things in our society. It's so pathetic what you are seeing is a society. Even from the boys to the girls, I don't understand if they're coming from home. But please, pastors, to listen to what is happening now because the church says we can't worship well. I choose to sit in the front seat. I will stop saying certain things. What students are wearing to church, young people, I don't know they're coming to clubhouse. So the pastors, please, you people should stop these things too. It's stopping us to worship God. I think sometimes that's to worship online so that we won't see those things about indecent dressing. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Sarah. We just take Henry and Frank and then we take a few messages. Henry, good morning.
Yes, my lovely brother, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, let me look at the comments of the EU. I think that report has nothing to do because I strongly believe that what transpired in River State, the River State House of Assembly came up with a law. And I think some of our people residing in this River State should be able to respect the procedure which the River State Assembly is also doing to make sure there is peace and calm in River State. So that report has nothing to do at all. It has no basis at all. On the issue of the ring road, the Commissioner for Works has come up to tell us, to inform the Rivers people that in 3 years that project is going to be completed. I think it's a welcome development. Some persons coming to say that there were, fighting, there were intimidation to other political parties, mentioning even trying to mention my own local government to Bobonkoro. I think people should just say what they know. My community, so long as concerned, is the most peaceful community in River State so far. So
okay,
you don't
Frank.
come out and say people attack you. Who attack you? Who are the persons?
All right, let's go to Nkwalu now.
We should just try and protect the interests of River State.
Henry.
Yes, I think we should put this whole thing straight.
Thank you. Let's go to Frank in D-Line. Frank, good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
Go on, Frank.
Let me react on the tribunal issue between Tonyeko and our governor, Fuba.
Go on.
I would have advised Architect Tonyeko for him to use his money well. Let him use his money let him go to his place and give his people the poor ones in his area. Because I know at the end of the day, nothing will come up for the case. Let him join hand and follow my governor Fubara. So that next time, we can consider him. I have said it before today. Let him join hands with this government. Please, we need peace in this river state. We don't need a tribunal case every day by day. Thank
All
you,
right,
and
Frank.
God bless you.
Thank you very much. Quickly now, let's take some WhatsApp messages. Okay, Muriel from Okrika says, I think enforcing corporate dressing in all departments of the university should do the trick. This should be enforced at the gate. I'll give an example. The State University, my state, Bayelsa State, they take this seriously. From the gate, like Muriel says, the security guys from the gate, they won't even allow you come in. It's as simple as that. They won't allow you come in. I think they went as far as even abolishing, I think, cars. Students are not allowed to drive certain cars into school. So they made arrangements for bicycles if you want to move in campus. There's certain things that they put in place at the NDU that was quite fantastic. And I think I applaud them for that. It was really good. Maybe University of Port Harcourt can take a leaf from that. EU reports is nothing but gospel truth. Many knows that what happened in River State. LKZ from Wuji, you sent that one in. This one says Chika Dibia says the River State Ring Road is going to be a breakthrough into urban expansion plans of the state governor, since one could drive from wherever it is to any part of the state without joining the Aba Road to Equerry Road. This person said, honestly, I agree with NUT that the issue between Mesoma versus Jam is a complete national embarrassment. American Monday sent that one in. Sydney from Sydney Imo says, it's quite unfortunate that University of Port Harcourt is gradually becoming a center of deceptive dressing. Hence, most students come to school almost naked. There's a book I think many people should go find and read. It's quite voluminous. I've been reading that book for years. I still read it even until this day, The Act of Seduction. If you read that book, you find out certain things about dressing. And when people say it doesn't mean anything or do anything, I don't totally agree. I think it was a book by, I can't remember the name of the author. I'll get it and let you know. But I think you should find that book and read it. There's a lot you can get out of it. Good morning. The River State House of Assembly passed the proposed appropriation, $200 billion for... Okay, let's take this commercial first. We'll be right back.
Nigeria Info. Right back after this.
Hi there. My name is Mercy Johnson Okoje.
All right, 92.3 Nigerian First, still the newspaper review on the morning crossfire. And all right, as we attempt to wrap things up, let's see if I could take two more messages. This one says, good morning. That Port Harcourt Ring Road should become to be completed in 3 years is a good project. Adolphus Joel sent in that one. Another one says, I'm not surprised on the completion of the Port Harcourt Ring Road by the present administration in 3 years. In as much as Sim takes steps of former Governor Wike, he will do much more better. Womet from Elele, you sent that message in. Remember on Twitter, it said Nigeria Info PH on Twitter. So please do to go on there and join the Twitter community. Some people had talked a lot about the PDP and the EU report in Rivers State. This is what I think. If you go to court, let's answer these questions. We know that we saw, not like there were videos on social media showing all of these town crier situation and people saying don't vote for this party. If you're not going to vote for this party, don't come out, or this candidate, don't come out. We saw those on social media. But the fact is, can we now prove that this person that said it was sent by PDP? If you go to court, how can we establish that is where it stands? That's where it stands. It's just like in court now, the Labour Party is trying to prove that this is, the Labour Party on its own would say this is what happened to us, but proving it is another thing. On Twitter, Rivers State Ring Road will create more jobs for River Sons. As on Twitter, Ononobi KC on Twitter says, EU reports, one good thing about this life is that Kama knows the address of everyone. And then another one on Twitter, I just take this one, at Cran 2023 says, while the local government chairmen are gearing up not to suffer in this year's flood when it eventually comes, I urge state governments to also ensure timely preparations by setting up IDP camps and relief materials. Yeah, that's a great way to put it as well. Well, thank you very much. Let's go for the news at 7. First off, I think for the indecent dressing, I must say this. There is no excuse for why a lecturer should molest any girl. But then it doesn't mean that a girl should dress indecently. If the school has a code of conduct for dressing and you are in that school, please obey it.
You are tuned in to